Hey everybody, I am Jeffrey Jansen. I'm going live on a couple platforms today. So if you're just joining us, we're just now tuning in. We are actually we're up on the bluff over by across from Quinsippy Island. You look in the picture here. I wanted to get a hold of everybody today to go over a few things. There's been a lot of things going on in my life, in my friends' lives, and the lives of people around me that they don't always understand. And one of the things I want to be able to do is tell you that there is an alternative method. There is something else that you can do that's a lot easier. Now, the first thing is, you guys have been hearing me talk about wills and stuff all the time because in the military, 22 veterans every day kill themselves. People get in accidents every day. And motorcycle season, we saw the loss of a few of our friends due to motorcycle accidents, people not paying attention, and stuff like that. And then I've also had a lot of people ask me what it is I can offer them. So I get my phone rings all the time. I help every single person. One of the things I truly believe in is helping people. And that's the reason why I give advice on what to do for interviews, what to do whenever you're going out and about. What I want to go over today real quick is I want you to clear your mind of a couple of things. I want to ask you just a few things. First off, if you had something in your life to where you could actually pick up the phone, say from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and be able to call up a law firm and get a professional lawyer in the field of law you're calling about, and then that lawyer turn around and call you back within 6 to 8 business hours over anything. Unlimited meaning you can call and you can ask whatever questions you want. Now I know some people are going to say some stupid things on here, which is fine. I've got a lot of friends that are Marines, military, and truck drivers, and some are young. But the cool point of this is, if you could ask any question you want to a lawyer and call as many times as you want over unlimited situations, what is that worth to you? Now, the reason why I say that is because the national average, a law firm and a lawyer in that law firm is over $300 an hour. Now, granted, I'm from Adams County, Quincy, Illinois. You might get a couple for $10, $20, $30, whatever else. But the fact is, you're going to be paying something for that, okay? But what if you could get a experienced lawyer in the field of your law you're calling about? Right now, our minds are programmed to think that lawyers are expensive. We turn on the TV, and you got lawyers bad mouthing here and there. You got politics going in with the legal system. But one of the things is we don't have our rights anymore because we don't know how to use them. Okay? And that's a fair justification across the board. Now, what if you could, with those same attorneys, take for instance, you could have a letter or phone call made on your behalf. Okay? So you pick up the phone. Hey, a buddy of mine owes me $10. What can I do? Like, well, we can send him a letter real quick. Now, a lot of people, they're thinking that every time they use a lawyer, that means they got to go into court. That's not true at all. Lawyers sometimes are the go-betweens to get something done. They are basically a tool that we use in order to navigate the justice system. Okay, so if somebody owes you money, if somebody did something you weren't pleased with, if someone's not honoring a warranty, like myself, okay? I had a phone company that I dealt with, and they charged me full price for my phone. Well, after 3 months, I kept calling in. They kept telling me to fix it. They kept calling in. They kept telling me to fix it. They started charging me more and more the full price for a phone. And let's face it, phones are not cheap these days. Well, by the time I was done, I called up my law firm, and I was like, hey, I know you guys are going to you guys can send letters and phone calls. I'm not trying to be mean, but I want to know why they're not treating me with respect. They're like, okay, Mr. Jansen, hold on. The lawyer out of my law firm calls up them and basically gets on the phone, has them put the super. They then said, okay, we're going to fix this for you. We see where the mistake is in 2 weeks. Nope, they're like, you're going to send it now. Because needless to say, they had the entire thing fixed within 15 minutes. Now, that's pretty powerful because they were wanting a couple $1,000s out of me for a situation that was not my fault, and I had no an air conditioning system. What if someone comes in, and I remember I had a business where they came in and they put the wrong plumbing in. They also put the fire heads on upside down, and then they wanted to charge me to do it the right way for the mistake that they made in the first place. Well, what if you could actually have a law firm, your law firm takes for you to basically send out a letter or a phone call saying, hey, you need to fix this. Otherwise, there will be repercussions. Okay, or if a buddy of yours owes you money or something, what would it mean You just want the problem fixed. Most people I know, they just want the problem fixed. If they can't get the problem fixed, they usually feel taken advantage of. They feel the world doesn't work in their favor. And quite frankly, that person that put it in wrong, they're going to go and badmouth you because, haha, I don't want to have to go fix my mistake. And they want everybody to think that they're perfect when actually we all have mistakes. Now, what if you had on the... Now, to me, I'm telling you right now, police officers are heroes, firefighters are heroes, nurses, doctors, teachers, these are all heroes, okay? And I'm not trying to badmouth anybody. But if you have a police officer come up to you and after hours or something else, and you're able to hand the phone out the window with your lawyer on it for any emergency situation and let them talk to the police officer, or if they end up writing you a ticket, you take a picture of the front or back and you know that ticket's going to be fought now, what is that worth to you? Okay, get a lawyer on the phone within 3 rings a day. Or what if something's not written up right? It's not are supposed to do. They do the same, and all of a sudden they can get a hold of DCFS, Child Services, to make sure you're important. Because anytime we try to use the legal system, it's expensive. Okay? Now, let's go fast forward a little bit. What if that same company offered you that, but then they also said, look, if you can do an uncontested divorce, uncontested name change, uncontested adoption, uncontested separation, okay, after 90 days, we'll do it uncontested, meaning you can take the paperwork to the significant other and say, here, sign this, let's get out of it. Okay, all you do is pay the court fees. What's that worth to you? Now, if people say, well, how much does a divorce usually cost? Well, let's put it this way. You lawyer up, the other person lawyers up. If there's kid involved, your lawyer promises the world, that lawyer promises the world. Okay, say on average across the board, it's $350. So say you got 6 hours worth of court, okay, and you're paying $700. What's 700 times 6? Then all of a sudden you're losing your stuff to this person, and both people said they win, which means only one person can win, one person can lose. But in the end, the lawyers are the ones that are getting all the money because they're putting their kids through college, and now you have to struggle. Okay? But if you can go and convince the person that you're with, say, hey, look, what's that worth to you? Okay? Now, not only that, if you're ever named in a civil suit, meaning you're not suing them, but somebody's trying to sue you because where you were at the wrong place, the wrong time, no matter what if you got 60 hours of civil trial defense time every year, and you stick with a company for 5 years and you have 300 hours of civil trial defense time, meaning you're not paying anything until those hours are gone? What is that worth to you? The biggest one I always tell everybody is about the will, the healthcare power of attorney, the living in the mail, me giving it to you, and you can get your will done and living power of attorney. Now everybody's like, well, I can do that for free. Actually, yes and no. The fact is you can't necessarily do a will. They will not honor it in court unless you have a lawyer. And I've looked this up many times, and people argue with me. They don't realize their will's not. That's a loud train. It's actually right below me. So we're going to pick this up later on. I'm going to put this... I'm fighting a train right now, can you believe it? You definitely know I'm live right now because there's a train right behind me. Alright, going back to what I was saying. When you get your will done, you either do it on your phone, which there's an app back, you make sure everything's correct on it, you have it certified by you need to have it notarized, go to the library and get it notarized. What if you get your wills done for free at no extra cost other than your monthly membership, right? Okay, now what if you get a speeding ticket, parking ticket, traffic ticket, as long as it's not drugs, alcohol, drag racing? What if we're going to go into court and take care of your ticket for you There's no such thing as fixing a ticket, but what if we get you so it doesn't go on your insurance every day, right? And what if our law firms are provided to you to review any of your homeowner stuff? What reason why I say this is because you can have a lawyer in your pocket now. And with the company I represent, you can have a lawyer in your pocket. Now, I want to go into more detail, but I want to do it with you individually, okay? I want to show you our gun plans if you have a concealed carry permit or something like that. I want to show you our teacher plans, our police officer plans. Here's just it. If you had a lawyer on call in your pocket and you're paying less than, say you get it for $23.95. Now let's go to the other market. What about identity theft and identity theft protection? Okay, nobody even understands identity theft. You see all these breaches all the time. You know how many people still tell me, well, they can just how many people have lost their life savings? How many people have been taken advantage of? You got places like Yahoo selling your information, LifeLock selling your information. You got Equifax who thinks it's fun to sell your information to make money on the back end. You know, you have all these different companies that are taking advantage of you because you don't understand it. Now, what if you had an identity day? Meaning you don't have to worry about the ins and outs of what's going on with life because of constant change. What if you could do something about it? Look, my phone number is 217-316-0219. I take calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can send me a text if you want to get a hold of me. You can inbox me. But let's go over it more. 217-316-0219. 217-316-0219. I'm going to put in here an area where you can go to my website to review everything and see what's going on, okay? Now, the last thing I want to go over, you need to know that you're important. Every day, you need to know that you matter and what you do, say in life means something, not just to those around you, but to everybody. It's like the butterfly effect. One nice gesture, you have no clue what that nice gesture can do. It may not be an initial person, but 5 people down the road, they kept doing something nice for each other. Next thing you know, you're saving the world. How do you save the world? You prevented an accident. You prevented another shooting. You prevented somebody from saying a negative thing that they go and take their own life. You may be the difference between some needs you today now more than ever. And you need to understand this and remember this. You need to start looking at police officers, teachers, firefighters, nurses as heroes again and quit putting the blame on them. The reason why is because let's even just say 98% of them in every field of life, they're great people. And that's just it. They got families, do the right thing for the right reason. We need to go look at them again as they're heroes. You need to look at your mom and dad like they're heroes. If they did something wrong to you in life, I understand. But that's where the second point comes up. You need to learn to forgive. You need to learn to let go of that resentment and hatred that you've held inside of you. Because guess what? They're going along with their lives just fine, and you're the one that's holding on to it. You're the one you gotta let them back into your life. But you need to forgive them so you can move on and live your life. You know how many people, I've heard stories from back in junior high still, and it's kind of like, that actually never happened like that. They've held on to it for so long that the entire story and scenario has changed. The entire situation has changed because something completely different. I'm saying this. Live life every day. Enjoy your life. Don't worry about, the little things in life. But do little things in life that make a difference. It's the small things in life that make things great. Those little gestures of kindness, a simple hello, a simple handshake, a simple, hey, you matter. I haven't talked to you for a while. We served in the Marine Corps, and I just want you to know you're awesome. Hey, you know what? I haven't seen you forever, and you are an outstanding person. I remember a good friend of mine, I'm trying not to say names and stuff on here, but he had muscular dystrophy, and his brain was all there, but the medication they got him, they caused his body to fail. and he couldn't talk or anything else, but he was always somebody that could gesture with his eyes and everything. And when I said my final goodbyes to him, I was saying goodbye to a person that was there. I was saying goodbye to a person that his body failed, but his brain, his eyes, his facial gestures were all there. He wasn't a dead person. But I knew that I had to say my goodbyes. You know, when I said goodbye to my dog, you know, I kept thinking about the times that I got mad at him a few times, and I'm a big animal rights activist. You know, I believe in animals and not abusing them and stuff. But the only thing I could think of is the more stuff I could have done for him. You know, what little things, what little gestures could I have said or done to make a difference? And that was just my dog. You can imagine if you're a single mom or dad, you get your kids every other weekend or something, you know, you try to do your best with them. But you always think, man, I could have done so much more. Thing about it is, you need to understand this. As long as you're doing your best, who cares what anybody else thinks? You know, you do the best you can with what you got. In the world every day, so many people, and I stand by this firmly. If you are out in the world and you're looking and you're going to the bars with the same people all the time and they're doing the exact same gestures, they're doing the exact same negativity, they're acting like bullies, okay, then you need new friends. I tell everybody, you know, we're so worried about bullies at school, we don't even know who the bullies are. The reason why is because everybody is a bully in their own right, and everybody's been bullied in their own right. Now, I've had friends that were physically, mentally abused by bullies when I was in high school, and they've told me about it to this day. But they also have to admit that because of how they were treated, they treated others the same way. Now, if we keep treating things without taking them head on and taking a proactive approach, that's the reason why, look, treat everybody with kindness. Respect everybody around them. Teach them to be kind, okay? Don't teach them to be weak. Teach them to be kind. You know, teach them to defend themselves. You know, get them into sports. Get them into a few things that, you know, they can do better for themselves than everybody else, okay? But do better with what you got, because it matters. It matters to them, and it matters to the people around you. If you're so busy trying to tell your kids, oh, well, you need to go punch that kid in the face and stuff, of course they're going to go do it. They're kids. They're going to listen to their parents. Look, be a hero to your kids. You know, teach them kindness, but with strength. Peace. Eventually, you know, where are we going to find the people in the world that are going to take charge and be leaders? Every day, that's what we need to be. We need to be leaders. We need to be the people that go in first before everybody else. We need the people that will go into the darkness, and then people will follow. So my thing to you is be kind to everybody. Tell your kids you love them, you're proud of them. Call up your mom or dad. Tell them I love you. Tell them I care about you. Like I tell everybody else, when you're doing your wills or whatnot, do this. And this is, I'm going to give you an example of what I tell people to do when they do their will. We all have cell phones now. Hey, Gracie Ann, I am your dad. This is my will. So if something happened to me, that's why you're seeing this right now. You're not going to see this unless something bad has happened to me, or unless I have actually had to say goodbye and I'm no longer going to be on the earth. I just want you to know I love you with my entire heart. I want you to know I care about you. I want you to know that you were the most important thing to me. Nothing was your fault. I was proud from the day you were born to the day that I died. I've been proud of you. I'm going to watch over you. Just like my granddad said, he's watching over you. Just like my mom's watching over me, I'm going to watch over you. Be a good sister. Be a good daughter to your mother. Treat people with kindness and love them. But know this, at all times, you are always first in my heart. You always first in my mind. I always wanted the best for you and always wanted to protect you. Even when I was Gracie, this is Daddy's will, and there's going to be a lot of other stuff. Anyway, I tell people to put that as a video on their phone and then put it away for when you do your wills. Why? Leave people with closure every day. Know that just because things went bad today, tomorrow they're going to be good. Okay? Anyway, my name's Jeffrey Jansen. Looks like we may get some rain here in a second, so I'm going to go ahead and shut up shop. Know this, each and every one of you is important. Know that you matter. Quit taking little things and making big deals about them, okay? Quit trying to see if you can get people in trouble, or, oh, this person, they hurt me, blah, 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 this, and blah, blah, blah. Quit that. Stop the petty antics like we were told in school, in high school, in junior high, in grade school, okay? Don't worry about the little things in life. Raise people up, lift them up, let them stand on your shoulders. Eventually somebody's going to put you on their shoulders. I know I was raised with my dad and my family and everything else. You know, they always put me on their shoulders even though they couldn't see I could. And maybe that's why I am the way I am today. But that just means I can tell each and every one of you that you got to fill your heart with happiness again. You don't need to be depressed. You don't need to sit there and worry about anything negative on social media. You don't need to worry about what your neighbor down the road said. You want to know something? If you ignore it, eventually they go away, or they keep getting worse and worse until eventually nobody has anything to do with them, because now they're showing their true colors. You're important and you matter. Everything I tell you on my Facebook feeds, my YouTube feeds, and everything has come directly from my heart. Why? Because I see something and I think, you know what? There's a learning lesson in this. There's an example to be made, okay? And I come from one of the greatest towns and cities in America, which is Quincy, Illinois. And you'd be surprised how many people, oh, it's all small. No, it's a great town. It's just we all got older and we all have different viewpoints on things, okay? Just know this. Each and every one of you matters. I think the world of each and every one of you. Now, I have the main cameras on me right now, so I can't read what anybody's writing right now, which I apologize for. And if I'm, probably my head's out of one of the shots or something, sorry about that, because I can't see what's going on. So, anyway, know this. Give me a call tonight. If you guys need a friend, call me, 217-316-0219. You want to get a lawyer? 217-316-0219. You want to get a law firm? You want to get a new opportunity? 217-316-0219. Let me help you, whether it's just as a friend, you need a little advice, or you need an ear to talk to, you need a shoulder to cry on. Whether you're looking for an opportunity, you're making a little extra money, whether you're looking to handle a legal situation, or you're worried that your kids in college need to have a lawyer in their pocket, or whether it's you want to get your will done, or maybe you're worried you want to know about the Marine Corps League. I'm part of the Marine Corps League. Maybe you want to know how to get in the Wounded Warrior runs. Maybe you need to find somebody. Get a hold of me. Let me help you out. I don't mind. The more I can do on this earth for somebody today, because one day I won't be able to do anything at all. So I'm going to do my best for each and every one of you every single day. And I'm only going to do things that I believe in, that I speak from my heart. And if I haven't heard from you in a while, please get a hold of me. Please let me know how you're doing. Because you know what? You come into my mind and I try to let you know that you matter. I am going to go ahead and get off here. I opened my little fuzzy thing. I had a little fuzzy thing on my microphone here. It's supposed to help with wind or whatnot. I don't know if it did any good or not like that, but we'll see. Anyway, sorry about the train. Look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. God bless. I will talk to each one of you soon. Thanks, everybody. Okay, if I can figure out how to turn these things off.